Hi, I'm Helen Claire, and this is a post-run recovery yoga sequence. It'd be useful to have 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, then maybe some rolled up towels or blankets. And then we'll come and get started. So come and lie down. Have your blocks either side. We're going to take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide to the side, and the blocks are just there for your knees to rest on. So this is where your rolled up blankets or even cushions may work here. Now if you're used to this posture, then you may be happy without any support under the knees. If you're holding quite a bit of tension in the adductors, though, it's really nice just to allow the knees to be supported by something. I've got my blocks on the lowest height, but you could have them higher if you wish. Just so there's no strain or tension there whilst you're lying back, and you can just rest into this posture a little bit more. So we're just going to lie back here for a minute or 2. Hands can be perhaps on your belly or by your side. Notice anything you can feel. Remember, in these slower recovery sessions, we're not aiming for an intense stretching sensation, but it's the duration of time that we're here that actually has the rejuvenating benefit. If you feel like it's a bit uncomfortable in your head, you can use a cushion under your head. Otherwise, try and keep the neck and spine nice and long here. And of course, perhaps for athletes more than anyone, it's hard to unwind and become stiller. So use this as an opportunity to practice becoming stiller, knowing that it is going to benefit you. And just the last few breaths here in this one. Relax your shoulders. Take a long breath out. Lift the knees, feet to the floor. Take 1 block, and I'm going to put it on the highest height, but it is up to you how high you have it. You're going to put it underneath your hips, there underneath your sacrum. Obviously, if you're using a rolled up blanket instead, you're going to be lower, and that's fine. I'm just going to pause here. This supported bridge. Nice opportunity for the hips, pelvis, just feel really heavy. Good, last breath there. Removing your block, pop them out of the way. Okay, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your toes back towards your knee. Gently rock a little bit from side to side. Pause in the center, interlace your fingers around the back of that left thigh. If you can, relax your head back on the floor. Depending on tension in the hips, you may be a bit higher. And keep this top foot active. Just a few breaths here. Breathe into what you can feel. And then keep this shape, but release your hands and take your left foot, the lower foot, to the floor. And then slowly, again, you're rocking all the way over so that this top foot comes to rest on the floor, or just prop it up on something nearby if you need a little bit of height. Chest is upright, up towards the ceiling. So we have ever such a small twist in here. It's not so much the twist that we are looking for, but it's more what we can feel for this hip. This can be a great subtle way to release some tension in glute medius, even TFL. Let's see what you can feel there. Keep this top knee upright. Couple more breaths. And come back to the center, release that leg. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And again, just rocking first of all, a little bit side to side. And then reaching around the back of that thigh, placing the toes back. Release the hands, foot to the floor, and again keeping that shape, but just drop it over to the side. Knee can stay up. Last few breaths here. And back to the center. Nice the legs. Okay, we're going to finish with the legs up the wall. You might like to use a flat blanket or a cushion for underneath your hips. I'm going to scoot in a little bit closer, sawing the legs up. Just come in as close to the wall as you comfortably can. You don't need to be right flush against the wall though. And bring the legs as straight as feels good without feeling much of a stretch in the backs of the legs. And then, at least for a little bit, I recommend opening the arms out nice and wide. if you have the opportunity to do so, this is a good way to spend quite a bit of time in an evening. Taking all the weight out of the feet and the legs. Probably the best way to reduce any potential swelling from a really long run. And a nice, easy, subtle way to lengthen out the hamstrings. And a great way just to relax. So if you can stay there longer, please do. When you choose to come down, it's usually best just to roll to one side and push yourself up from there. Well done. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, please give us a like and a subscribe, and please check out some of the stuff that we've got listed down below, and see you next time. Namaste.